Leimomi, Keliikuli, psychic, soul branding biz mentor, and I'm here today for my daily show called Fame and Fortune Impacting Millions. Daily show that I really love doing every day, just sharing my message, sharing stories, and sharing about really how to have it all, but really stay in alignment with your soul's design. So for today's topic, I actually wanted to talk about manifestation. And normally when we talk about manifestation, actually we think of like we just want to, like stop and just, create something that we actually desire. But there's actually so much more deeper into what's actually going on. What you actually want to manifest is actually cool. Like the soul alignment piece is so important. Otherwise you can manifest and it just is kind of like a hit and miss, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, and sometimes it's like, what was I thinking to manifest this thing, right? Oh, hi Dean, hi Flora. Just say hello, just if you're watching, because I really want to talk with you, and also connect with you and just share some amazing knowledge about this level of manifestation. So I can see all over social media, everybody's talking about manifestation. And I can tell you that unless your soul is about manifestation, about empowering people, about like that inspired action, it will not always work for you if you talk about manifestation that way. The reason I can talk about it is actually because my soul is about divine love and connection, but it's also about inspiration. Actually, there's actually, when you look at my records and my Akashic records, I actually have the ability to talk about manifestation and about, inspiring people to get to that next level. Hi, Lori. So you see, if your soul is not really in alignment to talk about manifestation or talk about balance or talk about, let's say, like writing or speaking or these kind of things, it's so important that you talk about the subject that what your soul embodies itself. Actually, I didn't introduce myself. Again, I'm Leimomi Keliikuli, and I'm a psychic soul alignment business mentor. And I'm really actually all about soul alignment, business alignment, and I help multi 6 to 7 figure earners, or just anyone who really wants to up level with ease and, get there in epic time and clear any of those invisible soul level blocks that may be restricting you from, creating more fame and fortune, impacting millions and having it all. And really, I teach my clients to stay in alignment while being in their soul's design. So this subject is very, very deep to my heart, because I easily manifest and easily create opportunities for my clients and for myself just by me being in my soul's design. Yes, Flora, I know Flora is all divine power and empowerment, right? Kind of energy. So you can totally talk about manifestation. If you're a type of power soul, you definitely should talk about manifestation, intuition, empowering and inspiring people, because that is probably the energy that you will really resonate to your tribe about. Lori says, I just learned today I am divine power. Yes, right. So Lori, this is what I mean, right? I'm going to really talk about this subject because when you are divine power, you really, really need to stand in your divine power. Always, always. Hi, Nicole. Love your videos. My soul is about power, unconditional love, inspiration, and healing. Yes, so awesome, right? So you're putting the pieces of love, power, inspiration, healing. So those type of energies is what you actually want to align to in order to create a lifestyle business that's totally aligned to your soul. So there's actually a way that you can do this. It takes mindset work, because actually manifestation is mindset work. If you really, really work on your mindset about things, you can really like manifest amazing stuff like instantly, right? So I'm going to talk about it in terms of that form of that frame of reference too. So I'm going to talk about how to manifest aligned to your soul's design, the 5 steps that will help you to be in alignment with your soul's desires without sabotaging your relationships, your emotional and health and well-being. And this is a really touchy subject. So this, if something moves you about this, just know I'm helping you. Okay. Okay. So first you need to know is all of our life areas, so our relationships, our emotional health and well-being, our finances, our our divine self-expression, right? Our rest and relaxation, our physical environment, all of these 10 different life areas, they really, really need to be up-leveled. Because sometimes you can be really good, maybe at health and well-being, maybe in your relationships, but then you don't have any money. You're not at the business level that you want to be. Or you can have a lot of money, right? And, really an industry leader, but your health and your relationships suck, right? So the reason that happens energetically is because as we grow and expand our natural state of being into more a soul-aligned energy, we actually become like who we're not for a while. And when we are becoming more in alignment to who we actually want to become, like let's say maybe you don't feel really comfortable being a mother because there's a lot of like conflict with your own childhood or stuff like that. Before we actually become a really good mother in what we do, there's this dissonance, there's this uncomfortable feeling, and then we have all these self-worth issues and all of this like stuff like that we need to heal in order to be really a good mom, like for example, right? When we are like up-leveling what we are not into who we actually want to become, and we have to actually hold that identity very, very strongly. So if you want to manifest the other parts in your life, you actually have to work on the parts that you're not good at by actually doing the things that you are actually good at. Like let's say you're really good at manifesting money, but then you're really bad in your relationships. Then the things that you've actually been doing that's been working for you that actually makes you money, you use the same kind of principles and the same kind of things that you do every day, but you just apply it to, I guess it froze for a second, sorry. Okay, so what I was saying is you actually need to up-level that part of what you're not to what you actually want to become. And to do that, actually, you need to align to the bigger dream or vision of what you actually want to be. So let's say, you want to be known in your industry. You want to be a leader. You want to be like a really good coach, or you want to be a really good mother, but a mamapreneur, or these kind of like different level of being, right? That you're maybe not yet. You're not making, 6 figures or 5 figures or whatever that level that you want to be. You actually have to hold that identity very, very closely to the fact that you're fed up, that I'm no longer tolerating to be that level, like to not be that level that I want to be. Because usually we are about 2 to 3 vibrational levels below that bigger dream. Or sometimes it can be like 10, right? Like there's a huge gap between actually what you want to be, your biggest dream and vision, but you're like poor, don't have the capability of aligning to what your soul's designed, or you feel really blocked, or you feel like you're procrastinating and you're not doing anything at all. Like from where you are now, you actually need to know what is the bigger dream and really actually line up to it with your soul's energy. So, for example, if you're divine power, you want to do everything in alignment with all of your life areas to look like you're in your power. So that would mean you'll be an amazing leader, right? You'll be amazing coach, probably. You'll be amazing writer or speaker. Or you actually have to do every day those kind of activities to help you to feel into what that is like, that bigger dream of who you are. Does it make sense? Nicole says, hey, that's me, have everything but money. Yeah. Hi, Charm. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Melissa. Do you see what I mean? So if there's one part of your life area that is not allowing you to be who you want to become, like let's say you have money, but you're really bad at your relationships, then what you're doing in your relationships that's working for you, you want to still apply that same kind of activities and principles, but to your relationships. Normally, we only focus on the thing that is so good and we just keep doing it over and over and over again. But actually, you really do need to work on the other things that you're not good at, that you actually want to up-level altogether. Because to have it all, actually, you need to have all your life areas look all the same energetically. And this is what I've been doing, like consciously. But I'm aligning to what my soul's design is, right? So mine is all about love and connection. So everything I do in my life and business looks like love and connection. How I relate to my husband, how I relate to my son, how I relate to all the like relationships, even my finances. I really love my money. I really like take the time to get in touch with that vibration of what it feels like to have more money. If I want to feel more peace inside, I actually really connect with that deep self-love in myself, because my theme is always about love and connection. Do you see what I mean? If your soul is about power and transformation and change and be the change, then you have to embody all of that in your entire lifestyle. Does that make sense? Hi, Jackie. So this is why you need to know what is your big dream, soul aligned vision of what you actually want to become. That's the first step. You have to know very clearly what that is. If you don't know what that is, journal about it until you finally figure out what that would look like. You actually really need to do that. Or you can be really good at that, but you're not good at the part of the implementation. Then you actually need to kind of flip it around, which is more focus on the day-to-day stuff of how to get to your bigger vision. If you don't have a bigger vision and you're not really clear about that, then you actually want to stop doing all the things that you know is not aligned to that dream that you want to create, right? Like the things that you're doing daily is probably not lined up to your bigger dream. So actually you need to look at what the bigger dream is, so then you know what to do every day to get to that bigger dream. Does that make sense? Does anybody feel like that? Like you're really good at seeing the bigger dream, but then you don't know how to do the day-to-day like strategic stuff, right? Or you can be really good at the strategic stuff, but have like no idea what the hell you're going to do for your bigger dream. So this is why it's so important to have at least that clarity. What is your big dream? Okay, that's the first step. Second step is you need to know your manifesting and divine soul blueprints. What particular energies that, like I was talking about, what is your core values? What is the core energy of what you're all about? Because when you do with that focus and you're doing it in alignment with the way your soul wants to manifest, it's just like a no-brainer. It's like it just happens. It's really easy, right? So like, for example, there's actually in your manifesting blueprint, some people are super outcome oriented, which it means that they just need to know that specific thing that they desire, focus on that, imagine it, and actually do aligned actions to create that outcome. Some people are like me, that's super process. I actually don't even need to know what the heck the outcome is. I actually just have to have a general intention that I just want to get there, and then I just enjoy the process to get there. So I enjoy what I become more than what is the actual outcome. Some people are super outcome, where they actually don't even care what the hell you're doing in the process, and you just focus on the outcome. So if you're really more aligned to being more the outcome type of person, you have to be so clear as to what it is you're manifesting. If you're opposite of that, like me, I don't focus on the specific thing. I just enjoy myself to get there. So that's what I mean about knowing your manifesting blueprint. This is just like one type of part of your manifesting blueprint that you really need to be clear about, because it's totally different, right? Like some people tell you to like focus on a specific thing, but as soon as as a process person, as soon as I focus on that specific thing, I sabotage the whole manifestation and I don't actually create it. It's like happened to me over and over again. It's been like so hard to like make sure that I'm not focusing too much on a specific outcome, because actually what happens is if I just enjoy my process of getting there, I actually manifest about 10 times more than what I normally would if I focus on the exact outcome. You see what I mean? So you really have to, number 2, know your manifesting and your divine soul blueprints, because that's going to give you the key missing pieces that you need to know in order to get to that next level. Okay. Third is you actually need to act and manifest daily, all aligned as if it's actually really happening right now. And you want to follow your soul's brand, your soul's identity that you wish to create. So like, for example, I'm doing my VIP day immersions, and I'm going to LA, New York, actually already next week. I went into my process. I focused on just getting myself there. And every day I just took actions that look like what the outcome would become. So like, for example, I bought my photo shoot brand, because I'm having a branding photo shoot in LA with an amazing makeup artist and amazing branding photographer. And I actually had to go and get some particular outfits that would work really for me, in terms of when they take pictures of me. And actually, I had a garage sale, and I just I gave away like basically everything, because it wasn't my up-leveled VIP version of myself. So when I did that, like I was like, well, what am I gonna bring, right, to my branding shoot? So I was like, okay, I gotta go buy some dresses, and actually for this networking event, the masterminding that I'm doing in New York. So what I did actually for the past week was I just every day focus on the one thing that I know that is necessary for me to get there, right? To actually manifest having people in my VIP immersion, VIP day immersions that I'm hosting in LA, New York. So this is what I was thinking about. How can it be aligned to love and connection more? So I spent more time with my son. Actually, we played a lot because it's about love and connection between him and my husband. I of course bought the plane tickets. I paid for all the stuff that I needed to. I did it like consistently every day. I stopped doing things that were just only about balancing or whatever myself, because I was actually doing that too much. And every day I just focused on the one thing that I could do that will manifest the kind of like outcome or process of me getting there, right? And so I did that every day strategically, and within that the first week, I already had 3 VIP clients that paid in full. So everything that you want to do is you want to act and manifest daily that's aligned to the kind of like the outcome or the process or the bigger vision of what you want to create. And if you do that every day strategically, you'll actually create all of like that, like it's actually going to happen in your real life. But of course, you do need to make sales too. I'm not saying like just, like they just like sit in your, well, this is what I also did. I laid with my bikini on and just like manifested and feeling as if it actually happened, and I'm creating these amazing networking and hosting my VIP days and stuff like that. I was going into that vibration, but I also did consistently every day sell. I did my messaging, got on live streams, I did everything that was really in alignment with the way my soul is, which is love and connection. Does it make sense? So number 3 is it really about acting and manifesting daily with a clear intention of what that would look like, but it has to be really aligned to your soul's brand, your identity that you actually wish to become. Marnie says visualization. Yeah, so for some souls, they're really good at visualizing, then do that more. Right? I'm also very good at visualizing, but I also am good at like getting into the feeling of the good feeling of actually it being here now in this experience. So that's the 3rd step, right? 4th step is take aligned action, again, moment by moment. Like I said, daily, but moment by moment, meaning like be in the present moment in your soul aligned energy. So again, if you're about divine power, what can you do every day that will make you feel free, that will get you in your power moment by moment? That's all you do, is you just take action that looks like that. You watch the synchronicities that's flowing to you, and you see it coming over and over to you. If you see that's happening, then you have to act upon it immediately. Immediately, I'm telling you, immediately. If there's an opportunity that feels really, really aligned to you, you need to act upon it immediately. So that's all I do every day is I creatively go with the flow. I watch the synchronicity, but I'm actually really all about connecting with love, with divine love and connection. And I'm doing that in my sales conversations with my clients, like everything I'm doing in my relationships. Everything is all about that. Nicole says, what exactly is divine power? That's just a word that I use, like empowering people, like inspiring people to get to their next level, to be the creator of their own experience. Usually some souls are divine power. I see a lot of souls online that are divine power. They're really, really good at the online presence, more than in person. But actually when you're behind like a camera, or you're speaking or you're writing and stuff like that, usually those with divine power has that capacity of leveraging like products and services, but they're doing it to empower people to make changes in their life. There's other souls who are like, let's say they're speaker souls. So they're like amazing spiritual teachers. They really speak their truth, but their original content. Those type of souls obviously their words are more powerful, so they actually may not even need to be on video, for example, right? Some souls are all about like a healer soul like me, which is divine love. We are meant to be in person. We're meant to be on video. People being in your presence is really, really important, because that is where people get the most benefit, is being in my presence, for example, right? So every kind of soul has a very particular energy. And when I'm talking about manifestation, I'm actually talking about aligning to that unique energy of what your soul is. And as soon as you do that, everything synchronistically like happens like in front of you, and all you do is you just keep aligning to it and acting upon it. So you never really, so this is the hard part with people who really wonder about how the heck I'm going to do this. You actually have to not care about the how at all. Because as soon as you go into how, your brain starts thinking, and then you sabotage the whole thing. Totally, that's what happens, right? So the fifth step is locking into that reality with complete belief. Complete belief that that exact thing that you desire is actually happening right now. You talk about everything in the present tense. So I would say every day I get a notice in my email that someone pays me, I don't know, like I can even say a certain amount if I wanted to, pays me in my PayPal account. I'm given amazing opportunities to get on bigger media. They invite me, or my mentors are my friends, or like things that I resonate to, right? What my biggest dream is about. You actually want to really lock into that reality. So until the fact that you actually believe that it's now, like it's happening right now. So this is the key to manifestation, actually. This is all mindset work. Some souls are really good at this. So if you're really good about mindset work, be a mindset coach, okay? If you're really good at business stuff, be a business coach. If you're really good at, talking about and speaking, then speak, like get on speaking engagements. If you're really like a healer like me, talk about healing and how to heal people's pains and bringing all of their gifts all together and holding the sacred space of divine love and connection and connecting with other people all the time. So when you align to that unique energy, you'll naturally bring in all that you desire. Does that make sense? So again, the 5 steps is align to your big dream, your big vision, what your soul's business, what your soul's lifestyle would look like. You have to really write this down. Number 2, know your manifesting and divine soul blueprints with your divine gifts energy. So I just explained to you about that, like what is the primary, like 5 primary energies of what your soul is about, and make sure that you know what that vibration means to you. Because for example, authenticity to me and to you is really different, right? Power to me and to you is different. So you really got to know what is your manifesting blueprints, your divine soul blueprints, because that energies will actually naturally attract those things that you desire. 3, act and manifest daily as if it's already happened. and really follow that your soul's brand and your identity that you wish to create. Like every day, really manifest daily, like with intention, right? 4, take aligned action moment by moment. Literally, when the moment comes, the opportunity comes, take action. If somebody says, oh, I can offer you a free call about blah, 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 and it really, really feels like you need that, take that free call, right? You see, somebody is willing to pay you for something, but it's actually really in alignment with what you actually can do to help that person, book that person. I know that one's a no-brainer, but sometimes it might not be an aligned action, and then you don't take that action. You have to really work with the synchronicity. 5, lock into that reality with complete belief that it's happening right now. Like it's happening right now. Everything you're doing is doing it, implementing it every day right now. Leah Rose says, yeah, I just implemented seeing something happening and someone joined my program. Nice. Yeah, so you see how that works? You just like do the aligned action to get that person in the program, right? So I did all of this action to get people to align to being my client, to being at my VIP immersion day. And then it all happened, right? I got JV partnerships with the right people that I'm going to be networking, that I'm going to be hosting, these VIP days. And I was just taking like small little actions that was really aligned to that specific thing of what I wanted, what I desired. Hi, Tamara. So does it make sense? Anybody has any questions for me about that? For my show here, you're totally open to ask me questions now. The beginning half, if you just missed what I just shared, you're going to have to go and listen to it one more time again. Because I just told you the 5 steps just like a couple seconds ago. But usually when I do my show, I have one part of that where I just share the amazing knowledge, and another half we talk about whatever questions you guys have. So now if you want, you guys can ask me questions about manifestation, about your soul design, like whatever you feel like you may need help with. Because like I said, it's about alignment. I'm really talking about it because I think people think it's super hard, but it's not. I can tell you, if you know what your soul is about, it's really simple. It's just you know what the energy of what your soul resonates to, and you just take aligned action that resonates to you, right? To get to that specific thing that you desire. It's not complicated. But if you have soul level blocks, that's a different story. A lot of people that I meet, they're really, really stuck because their energetic, their mind, body, spirit, it's not in alignment at all, because you've taken so much actions not in alignment to your soul. So then you get to the opposite, right, of what your gift is about. So like, for example, my gift is about divine love. The opposite of that is not having love or connection in my life, right? Or if you're power, right, divine power, then you'll be in disempowering situations a lot. Like there's no way you can get out of it unless you make aligned choices to get back in your power. Nicole says, I have so much I can teach about mindset healing and empowering people, but how do you reach interested people? Okay, so that's a good question. When you need, when you know what your gifts are, then the next step is you actually really have to be good in your messaging. Especially if you're super spiritual, if we don't know what your message is about, you will just like hit and miss everybody, and nobody's gonna listen. Like they're gonna listen, but then they're not gonna buy. But this is why you need to know what is the exact transformations that you create for your clients. Okay, so for example, for me, I always use myself as an example because I know you guys know I'm divine love. Okay, so there are specific types of transformations that you love hearing. Of course, we love hearing people make a lot of money, out of doing your coaching or whatever program that you're doing. But there are actually certain kinds of transformations that you love hearing more of. Like for me, for me, it's like, I love hearing when people tells me that they went from wanting to get a divorce to like wanting to stay with each other and renew their vows or something like that. Going from like, oh my God, like my relationship sucks, to like, we have amazing sex and we have like amazing relationship with our children, and I'm going from like my kids acting out to like he's actually really doing really well in school, and he's like, stop doing this and that, you know, like things that are not good for him or her. For me, when I hear that, I feel like I did my amazing best, right? When I first started out, I didn't know that I loved that until I kept hearing it over and over again. And I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like, I love hearing that. I want to hear more of that. So I strategically had to find out what kind of person needs that, right? This is where your messaging comes in. You have to know who does that help. So whenever I cleared soul level blocks for people, I noticed that it instantly affected not only themselves, the relationship with themselves, with their partner, with their children, with their mother and father, all the way to their like cousins and grand cousins, you know, like grandchildren and stuff. Like it made a ripple effect. So this is why this type of business model for me is really aligned to me, because it's all about relationship, and divine love souls are all about relationship. Nicole says, self-love and honoring your true desires in life, living life as a creator is my most exciting transformational gift. Yes. So you have to see what is the main thing that you love hearing. What's the transformational gift, what you truly desire. Take that, and then you need to figure out who does that help. All of our gifts are it has a certain kind of thing that we help people with, right? So if you're divine power, I always talk about divine power because a lot of people online are. If you're divine power, then like the transformations probably you like to hear is when you hear somebody go from like on welfare to like actually making like their first $2,000 client or something like that, you know? Because you like hearing from where they're disempowered to where the heck like they got in their power. Do you see what I mean? If your soul is about balance, you can be like, well, they were in a chaotic mess and I put everything in order, so then they feel really balanced in their lifestyle and their business. You see how that works? So you're actually figuring out that particular transformation, and you're taking that, which is what your soul is, and you're applying it in your life and business. It's so simple. Hi, Matisse. Hi, Carolyn. When you do that consciously, you will feel like everybody's interested in what you talk about. Does it make sense? Like, for example, if I start talking about balance and order and I don't know, like which is another gift, I see like everybody that wants to listen to me, like it goes lower. Like I have less people participating, right? But when I talk about love and healing and, you know, sometimes I talk about inspirational stories and stuff like that, then everybody's like listening to me. You see the difference? So you're really like doing it for you to experience exactly that kind of energy you want to hear all the time. So then the interest gets bigger. That's actually how you market yourself. I'm about telling stories, sharing about this, how to heal aspects of yourself. You know, that's all I talk about. And I do it in my authentic fashion. Hi, Neelam. I hope I said your name right. I'm terrible at saying people's names, so I'm sorry. Hi, Matisse. So, anybody else have any questions? If you just jumped on, you're going to have to like, you know, listen to the beginning part. Usually in my show, I talk about like the first 15 to 20 minutes about the subject. And then after that, I do Q&A. So that's why it looks like my recording is super long. But actually, the content is in the beginning. And then everything else, we just talk and connect. So anybody else have anything to share? Like, did you get any kind of awakenings with what I was just sharing with you? I love hearing. You said it perfectly. Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. So if everybody's clear about that, I guess I can end here so that everybody else can listen to the recording. So remember the 5 steps now, okay? Do all of those things and do it simply aligned to that energy. Leo Rose says, how do I know my manifesting blueprint? Yeah, so this is why you need to know it by actually going into your Akashic records. So everybody has their unique manifesting blueprint. What I have to do is actually I have to access your 7th dimensional aspect, which has a lot to do with how you relate with other people, other living beings. Because actually how you manifest is how you relate to people. You just don't manifest things only in your head. When you actually take action with what you visualize, what you want to create with the intention, then that's how you actually manifest. But if you are doing the opposite of the way that your soul is designed, then you sabotage your manifestation. So I gave that example, right? Where if I got in too much in my outcome of that specific thing I'm trying to manifest, it doesn't work for me. But if I stay in my process, enjoy what I'm doing, enjoy what I'm becoming, then I get to my outcome eventually, but it actually does not look like that specific thing. Some souls need that specific thing to focus on, which gives them the actions to take to get to that specific outcome. That's what's so amazing, is if you don't know what is the opposite of the other spectrum of what you're not, then you end up doing the thing that you're not, and you don't manifest what you desire. You actually manifest everything other than what you actually want to manifest. So yeah, you need like a reading. And if you're interested in, me helping you with that, you can totally just message me. I can share with you what I know. But I actually have to go in your records, your Akashic records, to know that particular information. Lori says, I find everything to be helpful. I have many questions to answer. Yeah. Yeah, I know, like when people like are here, they're like, oh, this is like really good information, but I don't know exactly what to ask. Nicole says, thank you so much, breakthrough moment. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm helping you break through. Every time when anybody like listens to me, they always have a breakthrough. And that's also another transformation I love hearing, is this like they get an aha and then they actually start taking action. That's what I care about. It's like I love it. That's why I'm about love and connection, because it's about helping that person to see what they're not so that they can actually become who they are. That's actually one of my biggest gifts, is being able to hold that sacred space so you can actually connect with actually what you want and what you desire, what your soul is about. So Leo Rose says, okay, got it. Okay, yes. All right. Anybody else have any last questions? Every day I do this, or every other day. So just make sure that you're subscribed to me so that you can actually like listen in. Or what I mean is, if you don't subscribe, then you won't be able to see it on your feed when I'm jumping on here. So the last thing is, if you guys are living near LA or New York, please come to my networking meetup party. I'm actually going to be in LA doing at a beach house, doing my VIP immersion with amazing entrepreneurs. And so what I'm doing is actually I'm going to help you know what all of your divine soul blueprints are, your manifesting blueprints. I'll clear any of those soul level blocks that, your fame and fortune soul level blocks. I'll clear all of that. And we'll spend a whole day on all of this subject that I'm just talking about. I actually show you exactly how I do it aligned to your soul. And I'm doing it in person. So it's very rare to do something in person with me, since I'm all the way in Hawaii. So I'm actually doing it on purpose so I can reach out to my audience and give them the opportunity to do that. And in LA, I'm going to do it at a beach house in the Hollywood Hills. And in New York, I'm going to do it by the Carlton Hotel, because I'm being masterminding with other entrepreneurs. And so I'm going to host another VIP day on how to align to your highest gifts, your psychic gifts, exactly what are your divine soul blueprints, like all the business strategy part. We'll work on that, like create a business plan, your marketing strategy, everything all in alignment to the way your soul is designed. is what the theme of what I'm going to be doing in those two VIP immersions. And I have about 5 spots available in LA and about 3 spots available in New York. So I hope that I'll be seeing you guys there. If you do want to just come to my networking party, just reach out to me and then I'll tell you where we're at. And I'm probably going to do it like in the evening around 7 p.m. on either one of those locations, at the beach house or at a hotel or someplace that we can just gather together is my goal. And I want everybody just to meet each other and to connect with each other. And of course, I would love to meet you. So if you're in that area, totally, come over. I know that like everybody's all over the world, and the best place that I thought that I could connect with everybody, because everybody, it would be much easier, right, to come rather than Hawaii, was LA or New York. So this is why I'm hosting it. Yeah, so that's a big thing that I'm doing. And it's actually pretty soon. It's next week. On July 28th is the VIP day in LA. And on August 1st is when I'm doing the one in New York, the VIP day immersion. So we're going to talk about amazing subjects like that and do it all in person. So if you really want to manifest, aligned to your soul design, that is like where we will immerse ourselves totally in it, because I will show you exactly how you do it. The reason why we are not manifesting what we are desiring is because we are not clear about our soul's design. So when you know your divine soul blueprints, which is like get that in your Akashic records, and you have that pieces of your manifesting blueprint and everything else, it's going to help you to manifest really, really quickly. So whatever you desire actually happens like in epic time. All right. So anyway, yeah, so I'll talk to you guys very soon. And if you have any other questions about this subject, totally just reach out to me. You can PM message me at any time. All right. So you can subscribe to me, push the button up there, or share. If you love what I just shared, like totally share this post. I really would appreciate it. Jump into my Monetize Your Divine Gifts Facebook group. This is how I talk about all of this type of subject. And if you really want to know about your divine gifts, take my quiz, the Divine Business Gifts Quiz, and you can just go to my website, www.beingalohi.com, and on top of there, at the front page, you can just put in your email, and then I'll send you the exact quiz so you can know about what your soul is designed. All right, well, you have an amazing day. Aloha.